What's up everyone, it's Q from Retro Q Gaming, and when you see the shaky cam and those lovely blue walls, you know what time it is. So, it's unboxing time. First off, we're using a bit of a different camera, so it's going to be an even more awkward unboxing today, for the simple reason is I've only access to one hand. Yes, that's right, still haven't got that tripod, I know. Anyway, what are we looking at today? Well, as the video title suggests, it's the Fire Emblem Echoes Shadows of Valentia Nintendo 3DS Limited Edition unboxing. So, firstly, now, it's actually a pretty big box when you think. When I saw the reveal and the pictures and all for this, I was expecting it to be about half the size. If you've seen, say, Wii U limited editions or even the Fire Emblem Fates limited edition, that's the kind of style and size I was expecting for this box. This is basically a bigger one for the simple reason it has the, well, I won't spoil it, but something that's actually in it is bigger than I expected. I expected it to be smaller. So let's get a quick look first off and we'll see what the deal is. So Fire Emblem Echoes Shadows of Valentia is actually a remake, or a reimagining if you will, with new mechanics and new stylings, new systems and all, and a couple of extra new features added in from Fire Emblem Gaiden, which was the second Fire Emblem game ever made back on the Famicom. Never released outside of Japan until now, if you want to look at it in a release outside. So we have nothing on this side, the other side of the box, as we saw. On here they detail some of the extra systems. So what do we have? We have lead two armies across the continent. Okay, it's some pretty basic stuff. I'm going to skip the bottom half of the box because it does show what's inside of it. And even if you kind of glimpse it on the front, we really want to actually get into it before we take a look at it. So, I was happy to note that there was no extra little sticky tape or plastic or anything on here. So, first off, we have a nice little kind of display collector's box on the top. So, here we have it, Fire Emblem Echoes Shadows of Valentia. It's a nice little feel of a box. Let's crack this. Oh, great, we're going to run into our first issue. Yeah. Oh no, I have it. It's there we go. So, we have three gorgeous little 8-bit style sprite pins for Shadows of Valentia. They actually look much better and much more pixelated in real life than they do through the camera. But either way, they're absolutely gorgeous. It's a great little addition to any Fire Emblem fans' collection. It's going to be a nice little addition to have in there. So, let's get going. Let's see what else we have in here. God, I really wish I didn't lend my better camera to a family member for one of their events, because I have to do this one-handed. So, yeah, there is more in the box. So first off, we'll get going with what else is in the box. So, we have the Valentia art book. Now, this is the reason why it's actually, the boxes and the physical package is actually so big. Now, I'm not going to get into and open it. It's all Fire Emblem Echoes and Fire Emblem Gaiden style artwork. So we all know what it's going to be, and we all know it's going to have some great artwork. Now, on to the rest of it. So, we have Fire Emblem Echoes Shadows of Valentia 3DS game case. Obviously, the cool thing about this is, I really should have thought this far ahead. I have no fingernails, so unfortunately. This actually has a reversible sleeve, so what I'm going to do is, I'm going to give it away just a little bit. Let's see if I can. So it's got the reversible sleeve cover. So you can use the new Shadows of Valentia side, or you can use the old Fire Emblem Gaiden side. I don't know which one I'll keep. Once I actually open it up, I'll get a look at the proper old Fire Emblem Gaiden one. And whoop, I gave a little bit away there. But chances are, if you're watching this, you already know what's in it and just want to get your own first-hand view on it. So, let's see what's up next. Is this actually something, or is it just a cover? No, it is something. Okay. Oh, I really hate having to do this with one hand. No one is ever borrowing my camera again. So, this is sealed. This is the soundtrack. It's the Shadows of Valentia soundtrack. It has 30 different songs. Not sure if it's the entire list, the entire soundtrack I should say, or if it's just a sample, a selection. Most games like to do just a kind of a selection, because usually, now having said that, it is a 3DS Fire Emblem game, so it is entirely possible that this is actually the entire soundtrack. But given past histories and all with soundtracks that are included with games, they are historically not the full soundtrack. But we'll see how it goes. Now I want to try open this up without ripping it, so how are we going to do this? Oh, it opens up this way. Okay, so one of the big beauties and the big attractions of the limited edition, other than the cool stuff we already saw, is that it actually comes with both amiibo. If I can just get this out without breaking everything. There we go. Apologies for that. So this actually comes with both amiibo packaged in the box. So we have the Alm amiibo, and we have our Celia amiibo. I think the Celia one is much nicer if the camera would focus. There we go. I think this one is actually much nicer. Her design and her pose is much better. Alm is just a bit generic, if you ask me. I could be, it's just my own opinion, but I think Alm is a little bit generic. This will go well because I actually have every Fire Emblem amiibo. I don't particularly collect amiibo themselves, but I collect certain ones, if that makes sense. I mean, I've got bladders from Animal Crossing because I like bladders. And, well, I have a little kind of running joke at the moment that Ian from the CU podcast is, I have an amiibo of him because he uses bladders as his Nintendo Switch profile picture. And I've got all the Fire Emblem characters. I also have Yoshi, like one or two others as well. I can't think of off the top of my head. But I have all the Fire Emblem ones, and I'm going to get Corrin. I'm only going to get male Corrin because I use male Corrin. So that's it. These will go well with it. I'm curious to see what they actually do and what all the other ones can do, if they can still be used in it. So that's pretty decent. And yes, these do get opened because, I actually use them. So why would I have to take them out of the box? Because unlike the Shovel Knight amiibo, they all actually have a little kind of foil patch under here to prevent you scanning them through the box, because Nintendo. So there we have it, the overall Fire Emblem Echoes Shadows of Valentia 3DS limited edition. I don't know if the European edition varies from the American one, but we have everything included with it as well. Big fancy box, Celia and Alm amiibo, the cool little 8-bit tree pins from Fire Emblem, the Shadows of Valentia 30 song, possible entire thing, soundtrack, possible sampler, we'll see how it is. Game, obviously, with reversible cover, reversible sleeve on the inside with the Fire Emblem Gaiden style cover too, and our lovely little, big Shadows of Valentia art book. So I'm looking forward to playing it. I haven't played a Fire Emblem game since Fates, and that we all know that was a bit divisive. I was a little bit let down by it, especially after the masterpiece that was Awakening. Really looking forward to playing it. I'm going to spend most of today playing it, or at least most of my free time today, because I do have a really busy day, unfortunately. So that's it. What did you think of our limited edition and my terrible unboxings? Because, I still haven't got around to getting all the stuff that I planned on to do them better. So what do you think the game is going to be like? What do you think the limited edition content and the stuff that we actually have with it is like? Let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. You can follow me on Twitter. Details in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the rest of the videos in my channel.